First, we begin tonight with new details on the plane crash that killed 2 people Saturday. The pilots leaving from Falcon Field in Mesa, flying in formation with 2 other planes when they crashed here at the Superstition Mountains. Tonight we know they were headed north around 70 miles up to Payson. Our Ford Hatchett going in depth with experts with this new information.
The NTSB confirming 3 planes took off from here, Falcon Field, Saturday morning for a recreational flight. As they were flying in formation, 1 plane didn't make it.
I would expect that anytime you've got civilians, pilots flying in formation, that you've got a situation involving very experienced pilots who know what they're doing and know how to brief such a thing, because formation is not to be taken lightly.
Just before 8 a.m., a single-engine TB-30 Epsilon crashed into the Superstition Mountains.
The Epsilon is actually a very good, well-built airplane that's been used as a pilot trainer in many jurisdictions around the world.
ABC World News Tonight aviation analyst John Nance was stationed at Williams Air Force Base and knows the Superstitions well.
It's not a major mountain range, but there are certain strictures. I mean, you don't want to fly directly at one of the promontory points, because if there is a huge downdraft coming over the top of it, an air current that you can't see, you might not be able to climb out of it with a single-engine airplane.
The NTSB says the plane crashed into mountainous terrain and was then engulfed by fire. They say a preliminary report with more details will be available in a few weeks.
And you've almost never got a cockpit voice recorder or a flight data recorder, and so you've got to piece it together from radar and other things, and it's a pretty difficult process.
In Nance's experience, he says single-engine crashes often involve human error.
Formation flying is pretty demanding, but the one thing that puzzles me at the very beginning here is how a formation got close enough to a mountain, even the Superstitions, to be able to impact a ridge or impact whatever they hit. That's one of the key elements of this investigation.
The Pinal County Sheriff's Office says they're still working to identify the victims and hope to have that information soon. In Mesa, Fort Hatchett, ABC 15, Arizona.